Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy holidays. Woo! Cafecito still for me.
Hi, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Feliz Friday. ¿Cómo estamos?
Muy bien, muy bien,
Good week.
gracias. ¿En qué
Woo!
estado estás?
Estoy Massachusetts.
Okay. Ay, qué frío allá. Too
I
cold
know.
over
You like
there.
my Christmas sweater? Christmas sweater. Metallica.
Nice, beautiful. Cool.
I'm totally on the Christmas mood. Absolutely Christmas mood. Because 11 days to close the year. 11 days. So right now I'm gonna start live streaming on Facebook. Here we go. Hello,
Clara,
miss. Hola.
Clara,
Welcome. Yes.
can I have that sweater?
You can have what?
Can I have that sweater?
No, you can buy it. Good luck finding it. How was your weekend? Tell me all what's going on. What's going on? And welcome if you're new. I don't know if you're new, but welcome and welcome everybody to the chat. Welcome everybody to my favorite time actually in the week, which is being here with you every Friday at noon. I like to talk about co-living. I like to talk about what's going on in the co-living world that keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And I'm here to be your coach and guide your investments and our investments together, and how to actually have and create a purposely built with ethics, with integrity, well-run co-living business. So that's what I'm here from. I'm going to share my screen and introduce myself first. For those who don't you owe me, I always start talking about what? The 3 C's of co-living. Who here is new to the meeting, or who already knows, wants to let me know what are the 3 C's of co-living? I'll start like that. Shall we? Can someone tell me? If you had been before, you know what my 3 C's of co-living are? Come
Yeah.
on. All right. Go ahead. What are the 3 C's of co-living?
Me? Oh, my name is Yeva, and I'm new to co-living. Glad to. Thank you, Clara.
Thank you, Yeva. Welcome. Welcome. Do you know what the 3 C's of co-living are?
I'm learning.
Okay. Anybody wants to help here? If not, let me help you. But everybody, especially if you are new to my class and you're building or thinking about building a co-living business, always remember that you need to have the perfect triangle between cost, community, and convenience. Cost in the property, what it costs to you to acquire and your location, and what is going to cost, or what is going to cost to your residents. And that's a perfect formula. Has to be a perfect formula. What are you offering as a co-living product for community? A lot of people don't use co-living uh, because of affordability, but because of loneliness. They want someone to say good morning. They want to have someone to say, hey, how was your weekend? Like I'm saying you to everybody, how was your week? Uh, Solving for community, for interaction between residents is very important. A week ago, you remember, we have my dear friend Grant Chitman. He's an expert on creating community in their households and making the house run on their own by having communication and creating a community between their households on co-living. And number 3, also very important, convenience. And what is convenience when you create a co-living product? The right amount of furniture, the right amount of kitchen or kitchen necessities. By the way, I think one of the kitchen necessities that is rising up very high on the ladder is the air fryer. Now all the co-living places I've seen have air fryers on. I love my air fryer, so yeah, identify with that as a part of the convenience that your co-living product needs to have. Okay, so number 1, remember those 3, put it down, write it down, memorize it. Every time you analyze a property or want to invest in a property or partner with someone in a property, have these 3 C's as part of your analysis. Okay, so but who am I? Who is this so nice person that is giving the Friday noon to talk to you? So my name is Clara. I'm originally from Colombia, and I'm been in the co-living business or the co-living sector for around 10 years now. And this photo is me about 40 pounds ago, even more, 40 pounds and 9 years ago. presenting my co-living company, Place Me, here in Boston. It was a co-living arbitrage company that grew from 2 apartments in East Cambridge to $42 million in assets or properties under management, $2 million in sales with just 1 business partner, 5 employees, and about 17 contractors. And with that team, I was able not only to acquire a competitor that went out of business, and we can talk about why co-living companies go out of business, and that's a different class. And I was able not only to grow, but when COVID came, I was able to, because of the good financial set of my company, to do a merger and acquisition and give it to one of my competitors, which is not the happiest resolution that you want to do on a business. But it was good because I was able to return money to my investors. And that tells you everything that you need to know about integrity, about values, and about doing things right for your residents and for the people that trust you. Because I am that person that I want you to trust me, so you don't make the mistakes I made. But also that makes me what? Makes me want to solve after co-living coach, co-living capital allocator. So I help you decide where to put your capital, where to put your time in a manner that is consistent for you. Right. So not only please learn from my mistakes, but also can learn from me, with me. And so welcome. I think there's some people here I don't know, like, where you want to put in the comments, where are you coming from, and put in the comments if it's your first time. That's also phenomenal. And next, last but not least, now I'm going to stop sharing that. We're going to talk about a couple things. Number one, I want to share that. Did I stop sharing? Yes. I want to talk about when you think about the future as an investor, not only honesty is important, but also how much time you want to allocate. How much time you want to allocate, where do you think the future is coming? So now we know that Passplit has over 27,000 rooms. I think they're going to reach the 30,000 rooms in January. So they have been growing almost 6% year over year, which is phenomenal. And in my opinion, and I've been in this a long time, it's clear to me that purpose-built co-living, so single-family homes that are that have rooms and uses with private bathrooms, are the ones that are going to grow the most. And thanks to that, I was able to, and I've been talking about and discuss that, for a long time. So thanks to that, I was like 2 weeks ago. Time goes so fast. I've been interviewing and reviewing all the developers that are doing this product across the country. I was in Jacksonville, Florida, and I want to just show this before we go into markets and the conversation for today. And I was able to visit. Let me see if I can do this. And I did, yes. I did a little tour of, they're doing single-family homes in Jacksonville, Florida. You know Jacksonville and Florida, Jacksonville, Tampa, Florida in general is a really good market for co-living for all the reasons that we know. And they're able to buy and to purpose build. So they buy the lot and they create a single family home with 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, all in, like really good size bathroom, really good size place, for $350. For many of you, that's a number that is okay, that makes sense. For many of us that are in a market that is really expensive, like the Northeast, New York, Chicago, Boston, California, $350 for a single family home that is a complete investment, from A to Z, is actually a really great number. So please don't laugh about my video capabilities. But I did a little video and I want to be able to share it with you. Let me see if I can do that. Share the screen. Hold on. And you let me know your thoughts on the video, please. And just very bad at taking videos, something I have to work on the future. Let me see if I can able to do it. Window, no. There you go. So when you look at these houses, like single family bungalows in Jacksonville, you say, single family bungalows. You say this one, okay, what is the difference between that one and that one? You know what? Actually, this symbol is small, single family bungalows. But guess what? This one is a 7-bedroom, 7-bathroom house that has nothing to. It's no different between any house in the area. Look at that. That produces 7 times more. As you can see, very normal home, very normal home. Doesn't stand out in the neighborhood at all. Plenty of parking space, plenty of space on the back. Look at that. Very good foundation, concrete foundation, all brand new. Yeah, that's me. That's the other camera. I love what I love particularly size of bedrooms and size of windows. Look at the size. This is bigger than standard. Look at the bathroom size. So that tells me that the developer, cares about details. I see others that do not care about details. Even that space on the shower, they're going to use it, which is fantastic. And look at the size of the room. I believe they do 10 by 10 rooms. Look at the size of the closet. Very large community area, very large kitchen, plus washer and dryer area, 7-7. That's a nook they had for a grant. We love that space there for a community to, communication between residents. Look at the size. Very impressive with the size. Let me tell you, Houston, near Dallas have these sizes. Very nice. Look at that size of the window. All the light is phenomenal.
Clara, what size bed can you fit in those 10 by 10 rooms?
You put not queen, but the other one, full size queen.
Full size?
Okay. Yeah, full size. You see in the photos, I just put a photo in there. It's full size bed. I put a photo with a room already furnished. It's full size bed plus desk plus mini fridges. I mean, look at those windows, plus mini fridges, plus large bathroom, plus closet. So the price that and they're doing the similar product, similar size now in Jacksonville, and there's another room that is coming. And they are open to also next to Tampa. So let's discuss numbers real quick. Let me see. So what do you think? So why do I like that? Why do I like that in particular? Because the price point is, so you partner with them. The price point in Jacksonville for rooms with private bathroom is above $1,000 per room. And in Jacksonville and Tampa, the median occupancy for rooms with private bathroom is what? Above 92%. We all know that in Coliving rooms with en-suite bathrooms, take the rule. So that's a fantastic number. And when you have $7,000 once it's fully occupied, I believe they take only 4 to 5 months to build once you contract with them. If in 6 months you are completely 100% occupied, then you have a really interesting investment because it goes comply with the 1% rule that you have, that everybody knows in Coliving. So, or in investment or in real estate investment. So that is great. If you want information or you want to get in contact with them or more about this, get 50 minutes with me. So I explain the whole how to operate. You're interested in investing with them, let me know. Book the link, 50 minutes with me, and I'm happy to introduce you to them if you are interested in being an investor in Florida, in either Jacksonville or Tampa, and just do purpose build from the beginning, which is very, very interesting to me. Also, and I'm just in the season of giving, at 2 p.m. today, I'm doing a live with Amanda Holbrook. She is the one and only queen of how to use self-directed IRA funds to invest in real estate. And we all able to, it's going to be live here in Facebook and here in Zoom for everybody to ask any questions related to how to use other people's money, how if you have people and family that have IRA funds or self-directed IRA funds, how to actually use those funds to fund your real estate transactions, which is something that everybody is very curious about. All right. Do we have any questions until now before we talk about markets? Let me see. Let me check the comments real quick. Hola, Elizabeth. Buenos días. Hi. Welcome. Phoenix. Oh, my God. Perfect. Arizona. Believe, yes, Coliving is the future, 100%. Now, Juliana, the square feet on 7.7 is mid-range. It's not high-end. It's not high-end at all. Trust me. I seen Coliving high-end. No, this is like low to middle end, and it's about the house is or the whole lot is a 5,000 square foot house, 5,000 square foot lot. I don't know and I think I didn't ask the size of the house overall, but it does look exactly like all the other houses in the neighborhood. So it does not stock up, which is very kind of important. So you have the neighbors not asking, why do we have so many cars in there? It just blends with the area, which is something that you really want to have somebody in there.
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
That wasn't a new construction, I presume?
Yeah, new construction, yes.
Are they constructing it with each room has its own bathroom?
Correct.
And I know you're big on community, and that would mean that they'll have a communal area, like a living room, right?
The communal area that they have is on the entrance of the house by where the kitchen is. And that's that advice I gave them, that they need to put like either a small couch or a small lounge chairs next to the dining area, or redesign the dining area to make a little bit of community space. Either community or bigger, or a bigger, better, higher quality dining room, so they can hang out in the dining room for longer. And that will apply as a community area. I have a question from Erica. When you're building from ground up, do you place the kitchen towards the back of the house? Not necessarily. It depends. Because in this case, it's how the house was built, how the model that they have, but not necessarily. But I see many other purpose built that is just in the center as a regular. You place the kitchen as any regular house will be. Okay, could be high Nashville, about 1,400 square feet. So now, last question before I continue.
Isn't Pat split anti-communal spaces?
That was before.
Some of your fellow gurus also
fellow gurus can eat cake. No, that depends. I love that you asked that question. So that was before, and I have a really good conversation with the president of PassSplit at September 10, where they have proven that the data says that when they have community in their places, the residents stay longer. Do you want to have friends when you leave, or do you want to just have strangers and have your room closed? The question is, you want to have a good, valuable relationships or no? They have proven, the data has proven that when you have a communal space, people stay longer. How you make that communal stay happen is up to you. I know, like, come on. And we are like super nice and we like people to stay for a long time. So let's make that happen. And thank you to Rusto for the coffee mug, for the swag, for the Christmas gift. I appreciate it. So now let's talk markets. So now let's talk markets. I'm going to talk about what are the markets that I believe that are a very interesting investment for 2026. Either you are new in your investment, or you are a previous investor, or just have plenty of investments. These are the markets that I believe they're not going to explode. I don't want you to be in the middle of an explosion, because then your value is going to go down. But I want your investments, or our investments, to be secure. Okay, so number one. So I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm going to show you why I believe these are the right markets. So number one, let me put this here, PassSplit, go dashboard. So number one, and you're going to say like, why? And it's fine. So why? Number one, Colorado Springs. Why Colorado Springs and Colorado? So hold on. Stop sharing. Let me check. Colorado Springs. Are you seeing my screen? Yes? Okay. Are you seeing my screen? I just want to make sure that you're seeing my screen.
Yeah. No, I'm not seeing it right now.
Okay.
Are you sharing?
Yes. How about now?
Yeah. Now it's
How about now?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
All right. So Colorado Springs. Why Colorado Springs? And we're going to do the numbers like real quick, and you're going to see the opportunity. So Colorado now is way more friendly. Well, Denver in general, all Colorado is way more friendly to co-living than before. Remember, the regulations for them have changed for the amount of people that you can have in a household. If you don't know, every state is continually reviewing regulations, and many of them have changed for the better. Why? Because affordability is a crisis, is a problem, and they cannot enforce rules that are 100 or 200 years old in a situation in 2026, 2025, especially with, the state of the economy, the state of minimum wage, over 4% unemployment, where they're going to go, right? So Colorado Springs, number one. Why? So rules are in your favor. And when you look at, so I say for rent, look at for rent, right? And then look at here where it says rooms, they select all. Hold on, let me take this out of the way for 1 minute. Always look at your comps. Okay, so look. Look how many rooms are here. 66 rooms rentals, you see? Look at the prices, 505, 500, 600 in Colorado, right? So those are the prices that we have right now. Well, how much is a house? When you look at the house there, or at least, 1.5 bathroom as a single family home, you can find really nice places in the 200s, 212s, 200s. So if you can have a house that doesn't need a lot of reno, or also that the numbers are interesting, right? If you find a house in the 200s that have a really good space, or even under the 200s, like it needs, value like this one, 2,600 square feet. Look at this, 2,600 square feet, which is a lot, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. You can make a lot in this place. And you can make a very nice co-living, 10 bedrooms here or something like that at $600. Then your numbers are going to be very nice. But what is the point? What's going on in Colorado Springs? So the job market there is actually growing. Not only intelligence, but I believe defense and many other organizations are moving to areas near Colorado Springs. So the job market there and the young people are moving to Colorado Springs. And that's what you can tell them. When you look at the rooms, you have a market for rooms. But when you go to pass split, and when you start in pass split from the beginning, share this tab instead. Hold on. I'm just too fast for pass split. When you start and then you say Colorado, they have almost nothing. But look at the prices in pass split right now. 237, 389, and they have only 4 rooms, 287, so 1,000 per month and 1,600 per month. Look at this, no moving fee, 380, 440. So why people go to pass split instead of going to Zillow? Can someone answer the question for me? Because they trust the product that you can find in pass split. They don't know who are they going to find in a random place like Zillow. But when you know that your room is listed when you go and list and stay in a place that is part of the membership in pass split, guess what happened? Okay, I've been in pass split before. I know they have a good product. I know that they care of the residents as well. That my rent is weekly is much better for them staying in a place that they trust that the host is a good host than a random place that they can find on the internet, right? So that's why people go to pass split. So Colorado Springs, definitely look at the demand, look at the house prices, and look at the rooms per rent when making these decisions. And you're going to see, oh, wow, this is actually very interesting. It is very interesting. I will put it in your list. 100% put it in your list. Questions here so far? You feel free to unmute yourself. I can continue. And I'm going to continue if no one says anybody. Number 2.
I do have a question.
Hi, Erica.
I just noticed that it's so much different
Nice
for on Zillow versus on Pad Split. And I'm just wondering if as you're gaining more Pad Split properties in Colorado Springs, do you think those prices will go down, the weekly rates?
That depends on several factors, Erica. Number 1 depends on the type of product that you have. What product are you building? Are you bringing, like there is a private, have in suite bathrooms or versus not, and number 1, number 2, again, random room in the internet versus the quality of the product that you can bring to pass split. Remember, pass split now has a quality team that reviews and approve the places there.
Oh,
of course, yeah, like it's not an in-person review, but it's a quality review when you list. And if the place does not have enough quality, they will not accept it into the platform. They have increased quality. But that also means, of course, if we have 100 more rooms coming in the next 3 months, the prices might go down. Probably. That's why when you underwrite, and especially when you underwrite with me, you numbers have to be incredibly conservative for you to be in the safe side. Okay, every time, you don't having the 3 C's. So Colorado Springs, highly recommend. Keep your eye on it. I see very good opportunities coming there. Okay, market number 2, and we're gonna start from the beginning. And the market number 2 for me is Virginia Beach in Virginia. Why? You see, they have almost no places. 6 rooms, 186, and 280. So no moving fee. They're already booked. There's only 1 room left. But look, they have some rooms here already. What's going on over there? You have defense. You have the Army. You have the Navy. You have a lot of people that works on the sailing industry, marine industry. But you also have people working for Amazon and people working in both areas for different small startups. So that market is continue growing. There is not a lot of flexible housing. And when you go to room, so I'm gonna check this stuff and like gonna do the same example so you can check. Because when you check with me, you can trust that I'm doing all the so Virginia Beach for sale homes, home type. There you go. Apply. So you can find again homes in the 200s, 300s. So homes are expensive, but look, homes are expensive in the 300, they're expensive, right? In the Virginia Beach area, that Newport area. But once you go to rent and anything and home type and then boom, rooms, what is the market telling me for rooms? There are only 6 rooms available right now here. And look at the price. 1,700 and 950. Okay, now the rooms are coming. You see all this inventory? 550. Oh, I don't know if I will stay in a 550 room. 550. And I bet the room is not furnished. Yeah. Oh, look at these photos. Yeah, no. 640, 750. See? So there is a lot of not organized product over there that you cannot find in Passplit. But the prices are really consistent. 950, 950, 850, $7,000 that are not on the platform. So if I have rooms, so the operators there, I will move them to a platform because look at prices are a little high, as you can see, and about the same for chair and higher for in suites, but still a lot of room for increase bringing properties to a platform in your if that's what you want to do with your co-living product. I think it's interesting the way that area is growing a lot of young professionals moving there to be in those academies, in the Naval Academy, Marine Academy. There are many defense facilities there nearby, also between Newport and Tisbe Bay. So highly put an eye on Virginia Beach. Okay. And in Virginia, in this area in Virginia, let me see. And also all the way to Suffolk, all that area. Okay. Number two and number 3. Let's do one more thing. Let me see. There is, in North Carolina, there is a triad of cities that are one really next to each other that are Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and I think it's called Hills Pond, that have really very interesting markers for growth, for economic growth, young people growth, job growth, that keep humming and buzzing, that are a little away from Charlotte. So let's go with Winston-Salem. There you go. Winston-Salem. And let's look at the rooms in Winston-Salem first. There you go. So look at this market. This is the Winston-Salem, Greensboro market for rooms. You see, they have some, but this triad of area has, single family homes, really good single family home acquisition price.
You're
And
still in Virginia.
I'm still in Virginia. Oh no, Chert is tabbing. There you go. Gracias. Thank you. See, my idea. Need more coffee. Can you see now? Okay, now I'm in a.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and Burlington, all these little towns nearby are very bursting with work. You see this triad in North Carolina. Look at this Raleigh. Charlotte is very full, right? And Raleigh. So if you can find places, and you can see there is not a lot of public transport here. It's a lot of driving. Look at this area, the Durham. See how big it is? It's getting there in terms of demand. So, but again, when you go to where I'm going to Passplit, where are we? So Winston-Salem. Share this tab. Oh, Winston. Not a lot yet. So, and you have potential and opportunity, no matter who you use for revenue, right? To bring your clients, but also when you buy as a single family. And more. Hold on, no HOA. And then this is the price points, lot size. Oh wow, you have places from 68. Look at this. So to me, this speaks of opportunity, not necessarily auction, but see, based on the area, you can find interesting developments, very low entry point, that you can with confidence, start operating in that market. You see that if the demand will not exist with supply. So when you go here, and let me show you how do you know that you have so hosting pass, please. No, sorry, not another one. When you go here and you say, go to dashboard, and you say, hold on, resources, hold on, home, and you find what is the demand on resources here. What is the demand in every of the market? So the mark. This tells you the demand. So Winston. Are you looking at my screen? Passplit has 9 units right now, and they have 300 people searching for rooms in Winston-Salem right now at this rate. So the 9 units are, of course, 100% occupied. So would you put your unit there and increase the rent? So they call it emerging market. I call it a very interesting opportunity. Or you can partner with someone that already has something there, or really, in reality, you can deploy very little capital and try that market because it seems very consistent with the data. So now let's look at the first one, that was Colorado Springs. You look at these numbers, only 13 units in Colorado Springs. So I'd rather be early and not really late. So 13 units, 346 searches. What does that tell you? That people want a place that they want to trust, hosts that want to trust, a platform they can trust. 200 per shared bathroom is a fantastic number. 400 with private bathroom is also a really good number. It's like over $1,200, almost $1,500 when you compound all the fees. This is 69 occupancy. I'm not concerned about that occupancy, and here is why. Because probably the lack of really good product is what's deterring the residents to book from those units. So you bring inventory to that market with 340 people searching in the past 3 days. I'm confident that you create a good product that has the good 3 Cs, it will get booked. So technically a core market for Passplit. And let's go to the second one, that was Virginia Beach. Again, look at that. So 13 units, 28 coming up, so they're already catching up to this. 300 searches. Look at the prices for chair and bathroom and private bathroom, really high. 50 occupancy. So what this tells me in this occupancy is that either the price is too high, most likely for so much occupancy, and 12 days to first booking tells me there is appetite, but the product is not there, meaning the product doesn't have the perfect 3Cs to be booked right away. Doesn't have always to be the price low, but the relationship between convenience, price, and overall, design of the product. So that's how you determine potential places to live. That's how you do it. Do you like this? Was this helpful? Yes?
Yes, thank you.
Nice, amazing. So happy to hear. Every time that you want to build a product like this, I'm here to help you. And that's what thank you. And that's what I'm here for, to help you with that. So I'm doing tomorrow. If you really are serious, and if you really want to, thank you, Elizabeth. If you're really serious about doing this long term, like really like you want co-living to become not necessarily your passive source of income, but your source of, you want to be an active co-living investor, 2026. And running, I know tomorrow is Saturday, is a holiday, but you need to be committed to your goals to make it happen. I'm committed to you, you are committed to us. So tomorrow at 2 p.m., I'm doing a 2-hour class in how to build your co-living business. And I don't know if my team can put the link here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, here's the link. So copy, there you go. I'm putting the link in the chat. So I'm doing a 2-hour class in how to build your co-living business. If you cannot come tomorrow, you can still buy it and I'll send you the recording, because it's important that you know what you're doing and understand what is your number, what is your passive income number, what is your market readiness to actually get started and start investing and moving with this in 2026. If you're ready for this, or you want to be in the not in the driving seat but in the co-pilot seat, watching everybody else doing it, and possibly they're reaching next year 40,000 rooms or whatever, and you're going to say, oh no, that's still cool, and you still come in and do not, or get distracted by laundromats and all that stuff. If you want to be distracted, but then come tomorrow. If you're serious, if you're absolutely serious, come tomorrow. And more importantly, learn how to do the numbers right. I'm happy to teach you how to do the numbers right, how to teach you how to keep you accountable. And something that I was not planning, but is happening, and I love that it's happening, is that my students are buying properties together, are aligning to buy properties and work together. So they all become, at the end of their class, they all become investors together, which is phenomenal. And I never thought about that, but that gives them so much confidence from when they start to where they end. It's absolutely mind-blowing to see how the eyes change from, I want to do it, but actually, let's do a JV and do it together. It's just astounding to see. I'm very honored to be the person that guides them to that journey. So that's number one. Number two, you can also use other people's money. In this case, that's what I'm doing, the very serious class. The link is there. The link is there, click the link. I think it's $97. I'm very happy to help people give you seriousness. So it's not fluff. You're going to, again, as I say, you're not going to see photos of me in a Ferrari or in a bikini, passive income and a Rolex and driving no, none of that. This is work. Business are work. Businesses, no matter, you want to be a business owner, you got to own it. You want to own it well. Yes, you're going to own it well. I'll teach you how to own it well with integrity, driving with purpose, and create, and not only one, but you can create a portfolio once you learn your systems and once you learn your numbers. So that's my job, teaching systems and teaching numbers. I know, but yeah, I don't know, Raj, if you pay, that's great, fantastic. I love to see you tomorrow. You are serious. If you have not taken my class, also happy to see you. And if you want to learn how to use IRA, people from your friends and family that have self-directed IRA funds, she's going to come and answer all your questions. I met her in Nashville and she's tremendous. And now, because it's Friday and it's 12:45, I'm going to open for questions. And if you want to meet with me and talk about the Florida opportunity, if you think you'd rather, start from something new and from scratch and let other people do the building, the growing, the furniture, and the management, that you will become pretty much like a co-pilot co-pilot owner / co-pilot a little bit with less hard work, I'm happy to make an introduction to the builders in Florida. But for that, I need 50 minutes with you to really bet to know if you are really serious and ready to commit to building your first co-living investment in Florida. I think my team has a link for book 50 minutes with me, and I'm happy to do that. Because again, 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms at $1,000 a month for $350 all in, to me is a no-brainer. And when you look at the numbers and the stats on Jacksonville and Tampa, you want to see the stats on Jacksonville and Tampa? Let me show you.
Yes, please.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So I was here. So look at this Jacksonville. And some people were saying, and with all due right, that Jacksonville is a what? Co-option, ladies. Like a very busy or saturated market. And I was leaning to believe that until I went. And why am I leaning to believe that? Because 1,900 units, that's a lot, almost 2,000 right now. They're going to have 2,000 units in Passplit, but they have 9,000 people searching. What does that mean? It means they have not raised, demand. They have a lot of, room to share and room to go. Look at the price per week with private bathroom, $250, $255. When you multiply that for 1.4, that's give you the rate that people are paying. And when you do that, and it's 92% occupancy, and in a city that you believe that is saturated but has 84% occupancy, maybe it's not that saturated. My opinion in this is that maybe you don't have a good co-living product, because 80% demand is really high, and 9,000 searches is actually really high. If it was saturated, the occupancy would be way less, and then we cannot have the product discussion, right? So now let's do the next something that I didn't know, that I learned in Florida, that Tampa is also an incredible market that they are growing consistently. So look at the numbers in Tampa. 2,200 units. They're going to surpass the 23, it seems, but the demand is way more. It's over 10,000 units. Look at the prices, $295 with private bathroom. So multiply that times 7, so in rooms, like that's really high. 86 occupancy. Look at the occupancy. 86, 6 and 28. What does that tell you? Can someone tell me what does that mean? Please, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Juliana, what does that mean? Michelle, what does that mean? Bree, what does that mean? You're my student, you know.
There's a huge opportunity in Tampa.
Yeah, correct. And you build private bedrooms and private bathrooms, only look at the numbers. So 300, almost 300 a week times 7 rooms, and you only invest 350 to build there, all in, lot and permits and house ready to go with the keys, all in. To me, it's like a no-brainer. Take my money.
Yeah.
Since that the data, I'm not pushing you to do that, but to me, the data is clear, right? You can do whatever you want, but when you have a good product, the price is there to sustain it. If the price were not there, then you can discuss, why people are not coming to my listing, and then they send me the listing and it's really ugly. So no, that's clear to me. All right, I'm gonna open up for questions, because I bet you have questions. Hi, Ingrid. Yeah, Ingrid. Okay, nice. Ingrid, send an email to support so you can come to the class tomorrow.
Thank you.
I have
yeah,
a
no worries.
Clara.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah. Hi, Gustavo.
Hi, Clara. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Yeah, what is the necessity of having the living room for this co-living business? Living room is very important, or can we pass that? The living room area in the house.
Does anybody here wants to answer that, or do you want me to answer?
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay. So number one, you remember that I started the class or the webinar with about the 3 C's of co-living. What are the 3 C's of co-living? Cost, community, and convenience. They need a place to say hello to each other, to play cards or game, or get to know your roommates. Because at the end, this is a household. You're building a house. You're building the place they call home. If they're going to be, hi, and then straight from the door to the house to the door to a room without saying hi to anybody, how much longer you think they're gonna stay there?
Yeah, the longer the best for me. Yeah, if
The longer the best for anybody, for everybody. So the number of the times that I have discussed that question with everybody is just a lot. And when you see very successful people charging very substantial amount of money, like my friends here in Rooftop Coliving, go check their website, go check their Instagram, but also follow me on Instagram. They all have living rooms. They don't have either a space in the kitchen where they put like a tiny lounge chair and then a dining room. They make it work. And they put just like a nook. They make it work because they know the value of community. Community elongates tenure, elongates length of stay. So yeah, please don't bypass it. Make it comfortable because it's the 3C. So cost, community, and convenience. So that was my question. Correct.
Excellent.
Okay, good. More questions. I'm generous today. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Clara. I had a question though about, I agree with you on the community with the living room space, but don't you need to have kind of do you suggest a balance so that you don't have, extra guests or extra people kind of taking advantage of that space? I mean, do you
Correct.
do you kind of start out small and then as you see your members or your tenants in your house getting along, and then you kind of foster it, maybe you improve that space to be a little bit more community oriented than you do at the start, or would you start it that way when you're setting up the furniture and such?
I love your question, and it's very thoughtful. See, that's why I like you. So it's simple than you think, because it's your house, it's your rules, So yeah. There are two ways to do it. You want to be the punitive person. Oh, you one person is here after 5 p.m. I'm going to charge you $50, or like the punitive person, or this is your house, your household that you're going to take care of because now you live here, and maybe this is where you put your mail, and this is put your cleaning supplies, so if something is broken you can change the bulb yourself. And give them some sense of ownership together. When you give a little bit, and that's what I like about Grant and his method, is that, hey, you live here, but you also kind of the owner, so you can, do a little bit of the chore, sharing it, instead of everything handed to you. And if you don't do it, then you're out. Man, we're dealing with adults, in my opinion. We're dealing with adults. Sure. They know, so treat them with adults. Treat them the way you like to be treated as an adult. The fact that they have more or less income than another person does not make them less valuable or less smart, in my opinion. So you treat them with the same dignity, and you give them what they are seeking, which is a place to call home. So make it as a home. I'm not saying put like a 50-screen TV in the living room, and no, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying make a space for them to be comfortable, to have house discussions, and in some people in Christmas, send like a. I think see, I believe he sent like a diner, like a gift card to do like a cooking together, like a turkey together, that they need to get along enough. And that's like the best business in the world, is for people to get along, because they don't want to leave, and when they don't want to leave, man, it's like the best. So it's up to you. It's your house, it's your rules. So it's the product. And so based on where you are, who are you targeting? You remember that we do a little bit of back engineering. So what is the location? Who are you targeting as a client? Based on the location, who, where is going to be in the map, where they're going to work. Based on they want to work, if they're going to be studying, if it's a hospital, then you build the product for those clients you want to bring. And knowing the clients, you know what they're going to like. So it's like a reverse. Based on you build the product, and the product that you can make over and over based on the numbers, as we discussed many times. And that's how it works. Make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Love it. Happy to help. Yes. Anybody more questions? Go ahead. You had me for Christmas. This is like my Christmas to you, because I'll do one more. I'll talk about the IRA funds in the afternoon. Then what are the draws for Tampa military colleges? Yes. So Tampa is military, is colleges, and also it's for some reason, a lot of technology startups are moving to Tampa. Technology startups and like a finance sector startups, like for some reason, a lot of technology companies are moving there that I'm aware of, that are moving to Tampa, because it's cheaper for them to have offices there, and like satellite businesses. So they're moving a lot of professionals to Tampa. So and also I learned that it's a very good opportunity to find foreclosed homes in Tampa if you want to go in that route. So there is we have really good conversation with the Tampa market. So yeah, there you go. Yes. So if you wanna, nice, congrats, Raj. So if you really want to be serious, 15 minutes with me. Hi, I can 15 minutes. Come tomorrow. Come in the afternoon. I think if right now Passplit has 27,000, they're gonna go to 40 or 50,000 next year, and I want you to be with them. And also, I know I did this not discuss Nashville. Nashville is gonna explode, and I did like 2 or 3 episodes about the Nashville market. And when you look at those numbers, and you have already learned, because I have teach you enough and share my knowledge enough on where the markets to go, you're gonna do well. That's it. All right. No more questions? You sure? Because then next time you have to see me, you have to pay me.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
more.
There you go.
Clara.
Everybody's speaking. Gustavo first. Yeah, what, Gustavo?
Yeah, sorry, Clara, I was attending, the last week your conference or meeting, and I hear about security. What about how can we control, the access to the house after one guest is leaving? What is the system? Passplit does, or we have to do it?
You do a keypad. You put a key. Your door has a lock and it's a code. Everybody has a different code. And when people leave, you change the code for that person. So that code you deactivate no longer valid. So you use electronic codes.
And we do it through the platform, or
you can. There are many. Oh, I don't know. There are many. There are many locks in your house that you can activate through platform. It's actually really cool. The system has grown a lot, but you cannot wait for them to do it. Meaning you just expect them to do it because they're not the manager. You are.
Okay, we can do it online. I mean,
yeah, you can do it online. Correct. Yes, I can. Last question before you pay me.
Hey, Clara, I'm sorry. I had to step away for about 12 minutes. I missed about
No
12
worries.
minutes. How do I review what it's recorded, right? How do I access the recording?
You email support and support Chila. In my office, my support office will give you access to a recording. It's here in the chat. support@colivingcashflow.com, and then you have access to that.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
You're asking what is the entry fee? The entry fee for what?
Entry free?
No, entry fee. Ayeva is asking entry fee. Well, it depends. It depends what you want to do. If you want to have a trainer, I will say book 50 minutes with me, and I'll walk you through all the processes that we have. I will say that. You can book 15 minutes with me. Sheila, can you give 15 minutes with me? My email is right there. My email is Clara@colivingcashflow.com. Clara@colivingcashflow.com. Elizabeth, very nice to meet you. Welcome. There is a lot of opportunity in Arizona. And next year, there are many conferences coming, at least 2 co-living conferences, 1 co-living conference for women. And then, Pace more, we keep, talking about co-living. But he does not teach you how to do it the way that you need to do it, meaning with organization, with methods, with system to grow. So that's what I'm here for. I know people come from the Pace more, Pace, say. But there is no, I'm not going to say accountability, but there is not no structure there for you to do something, with the right values on front. So that's my job. Hi, Raj. I hope to see you then also tomorrow. Nice. Amazing. Thank you. All right. Good to see you, everybody.
Clara, Pace is coming to Boston. Are you coming? I'm sorry. Are you coming? Pace is coming to Boston. Are you coming?
Yeah. A friend of mine of California is coming, so I'm coming with him. Yes.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Maybe.
You're sub 2 also?
Yeah. Okay, Raj, thank you. Nice to meet you also.
Nice to meet you too.
Tomorrow. All right.
You guys are in sub 2 also?
No, some people is. Some people come from sub 2, but sometimes they come very confused because they don't know. So it's co-living. That's what I call about the like shiny object syndrome, like the little things. Oh, he's co-living, so let's do. But it's like when I show you what it is, like no, I don't want to get into that. So, but Pace also talk about laundromats and buying businesses and buying RV parks and blah blah blah. So his core message is that build your own portfolio, but you need to choose your path. You are here because you're interested, but you need to be able to actually dig deeper if you want to build a profitable long-term co-living business, co-living operations, and help a really big amount of people. So If you're really serious, also please come tomorrow. I'll help you plan your 2026. If you're really serious, book 15 minutes with me, and I'll show you all the different investment options so you find the one that works for you.
Great.
Are we good? Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas,
everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
No, but I'm happy to help. And team and students, I'll see you all later. Ciao. Bye.